Welcome back to the Lowdown. Now, Matt, what do you know about Oswego women's tennis?
Tennis rackets and bright yellow balls.
Fact, but also they have yet to notch a win this season so far. So, heading into this weekend, they had a good opportunity against the Brockport Golden Eagles, boasting a none too impressive 2-10 record. However, action taking place at the Romney Tennis Courts, and our featured match of the afternoon was Tierra Garrow from Oswego versus Caitlin Eichenberg. Now, first match here, early on, first game rather, I should say, and Garrow with the forehand winner in the corner. She takes the first match 1-0. And really the whole afternoon was about the pint-sized Garrow. Back and forth action. She's going to win the forehander, left side. Thank you very much. And then Garrow really just pouring it on. Poor Eichenberg, the sophomore rather, gets the winner there. Garrow comes away with a, she's 3-0 in her last 3 singles matches as she comes away with the victory here, 6-2 and then 6-0. Let's feature on some other ladies. And is that? Yes, it is. That's Laker Lowdown's own Jenna Wen. She is featured in doubles actions. Wen defeated Erin McLaughlin, however, in singles play. Other winners for the Lady Lakers include Christina Burkhart and Michelle Heersholder, as they went 2-1 in doubles play, 4-2 overall in singles play. And fighting off a tough Golden Eagle squad, the Lakers pick up their first victory of the season, 9-6. And they played at the Lady Lakers played at Elmira on Tuesday afternoon. The Lakers stayed hot, defeating another pair of Eagles, one of the soaring type, 5-4. Winners for the Lakers were Garrow, Wen, and Heersholder, as they won the first, second, and fifth singles matches, respectively.
All right, well, you guys know the deal. Unfortunately, we can't make it to every sporting event. Now, however, in such times, we recap what has happened this weekend in Oswego State athletics. Once again, it is time to go around the lake.
And we will start off with men's soccer. This game happening this past Friday, taking on Plattsburgh at Plattsburgh, and they escape with a double overtime victory, 2-1 over Plattsburgh. Cavalcanti gets 2 goals in the game, including the game winner in the 108th minute. Quick turnaround, however, as they had action on Saturday visiting Potsdam, and they get back-to-back victories. The Lakers on a 3-0 in their last 3 games, as they win 2-1 as well. Jim Mertz had 1 goal. Potsdam committed 17 fouls on the afternoon. Now let's look to field hockey. We've got Jamie Sharfy coming up, and she should be happy about a 2-1 victory in overtime over Brockport. That makes the Lakers 2-0 versus the Golden Eagles so far this season. On Saturday, however, none doing, as they took a 4-0 loss Saturday against Geneseo, as they fall to 1-2 in the SUNYAC Conference. And the Lakers' leading scorer in points and goals, Kelly Collins, not registered a point in the last 4 games.
Moving over to the links, we've got the ECAC championships that were held last weekend. Oswego State, they fared towards the lower third of the field, finishing 8th overall, shooting a +58. St. John Fisher comes out on top, shooting a +7. Of note, Steerling, finished in 27th place for overall, and he was second on the day with a score of 127. Now we're going to go over to men's and women's cross country. We're going to look at the highlights from this past weekend, and we see that the men did finish 7th in their contest, while the women finished 13th. Mike Bott, as was on the show 2 weeks ago, he recorded a time of 27:09 in an 8K, and Rachel Sanborn notched a time of 24:11 in her 6K, respectively. You know, we've been promoting it throughout the entire show, so it's about time that we get to that interview. Mike Toper is going to sit down with women's field hockey goalie Jamie Sharfy and talk about what's been going on this season.
Thanks, Matt. Joined here alongside Jamie Sharfy, the junior goalkeeper for the women's field hockey team. Jamie, thanks for being here.
Of course.
Now, you guys only 3 wins so far as a team, but it seems kind of relative in that your opponents are out shooting you by such a vast majority. You know, what's your key to kind of stay on your toes between the pipes?
I just like to keep mentally strong. I mean, to be a goalie, you have to be a little messed up in the head a little bit, but I guess I just like to, if they score, I mean, they score. It has to go through everybody to get to me and my defense. But
well, what do you mean by messed up in the head?
Well, I've always been told that being a goalie is just basically 90% mental, 10% physical. And I guess you have to have a strong mind and be positive and not let anybody get to you, basically.
So how do you stay positive? Because you know, it must be frustrating that you know, if we did the math, you've got nearly double the combined saves as your opponents all together. You know, is it kind of, you know, frustrating that you're always on the defense? You know, sometimes when the offense doesn't get clicking.
Well, I mean, I like goalie like a lot. I'm so glad I picked it up, and I guess any shots I can get is another opportunity for me to show how hard I've worked and how hard my defense has worked. So.
And how long have you been
goaling
it up?
Well, I started playing my freshman year in college.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I just started. One of the goalies got hurt, so then I picked it up, I guess.
And you guys have been building, you know, ever since Coach Ostrander came into the program. Now, how do you personally prepare for a game?
Well, I have lately been listening to a lot of different music from country, Eminem, all sorts of things, and I like to eat sweet tarts now.
Sweet tarts?
Before the game and during halftime, and I always take a little bit of time before the game to be by myself and just to focus my head a little bit.
And now, we were speaking earlier, you said that you don't wash your clothes after your game, your game uniform.
No.
How do your teammates
Well, my
like
jersey
that?
gets washed, thanks to Rhonda. She's really great. She does all the washing of the equipment for all the sports teams, but I don't wash my gear ever.
That's just got to be not sanitary.
Probably not. And all the girls always say that I smell a little bit on the field, but I guess it's good luck. It seems to be working.
Yeah, I guess so. You just have to stick with that.
Yeah.
Thank you for wearing fresh clothes tonight.
Yes,
I appreciate that.
Of course.
Now, you guys, we got 2 games coming up against sub-500 teams, Morrisville at 5-7 and Elmira at 0-9.
Yep.
You know, do you feel like this is kind of the point coming down the road where you can pick up some wins and kind of make that push for Suniac?
Definitely. I definitely think that our team, for actually the remainder of the season, can win. We have some really, I mean, the teams also, the other teams that we're playing, they've improved as well, but I think that our team has improved so much since Coach Ostrander came into the picture, and I think we can really give everybody a run for their money, whether it be, even if we don't win, we'll definitely give them a game, for sure. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's been field hockey goalie Jamie Sharfy. She's been doing an outstanding job this season. We thank you for being with us.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you. We'll send it back to Matt at the desk.
All right, Mike, thanks for that. We're going to take a look at Max Ziel Gymnasium. We got Cayuga against Oswego State women's volleyball action for the first time on Laker Lowdown. Checking out the game is WTOP's own Jeremy Donovan. Oswego State's going to get things going. Elizabeth Crouch is going to send a serve over the net, but it's going to come right back to her. Cayuga with a nice cross-court shot. This time, Katie Van Kessel's going to try her luck at a serve, but once again, it's going to come right back. Oswego State getting burned in the back row early on in the contest. Now, substitution for the Lakers. Cassandra Lembo is going to enter the game, thus beginning a turning point. She's going to put one down inside a 10-foot line for the Lakers and get them up on the board early in the third game. Now, Cayuga's going to be on the tack. Moments later, that's Chelsea Crump. She's going to pick up the block. They put a roof over it, and after the play, you know, no big deal. Just another day at work. Things moving now for the Lakers. It's Van Kessel one more time with the cross-court kill. Lakers playing very well at this juncture in the game. They eventually tie it up at 2 games apiece. You need to win by 3. This play right here, it's called the pursuit rule. If a ball is going out of bounds, you're allowed to chase it as long as it goes back over the net on your side. The Lakers do so and thus get the point on the play. The Lakers are going to get close in this contest, but unfortunately it's not going to be close enough. As mentioned before, they win 2 out of the 3 games, forcing a 5th game into a tie break, but that's all the Lakers are going to get. Final score from Max Ziel Gymnasium, is Cayuga 3 games, Oswego State 2. All right, coming up after the break, guys, we're going to take a look and see what's going on this weekend in Laker athletics. Stay tuned.